from the Hilltop. We are back with another episode, and today we're on episode 5. And guess what? Oh, have we got a topic for you guys today? We are talking about, is Christianity boring? Okay, let me throw it out. Is Christianity boring to you?
So I understand why people say Christianity is boring because like when you retire from a life of what the world would deem as like pleasure, what the world deems as fun, then
wait. What does the world deem as fun, pleasure?
Instant gratification.
Huh?
Instant gratification. You see something, you want it, you get it as quickly as possible.
Kevin.
I'll give you an example. If you look at things that God has created, there's a process to which it kind of forms shape. For example, fruits, vegetables, protein, starch. All these things take time before they nourish your body. But if you look at things that are manufactured by, let's say, human beings, like sweets, crisps, fast food, those are something that you see exactly and you want it, but the effects of that it has on you like are not as good and are not as long lasting,
not healthy.
Exactly. Or like you look at something like alcohol, substance misuse, drugs, you get that kind of buzz and that good feeling exactly as you want it, but the long lasting effects are not really that great. So I think in that sense, if you compare it, yes, firsthand, you could say that things that people do in the world are way more fun, are way more exciting. But look at what the long-lasting impact of those things are as compared to things that God will see.
I suppose that when you get drunk, yeah, I've heard that.
Have you ever been drunk before? Is that something you want to tell us?
Don't come and draw me out. Do not draw me. Do you know what? This was before I was a Christian, before anything like that. Okay, I did get drunk once. My 21st birthday. And do you know what? I was out of it. And it's like you don't even know who you are. It's weird. It's mad feeling. And I knew I kept puking, like, because whatever is in my system, it didn't agree with me. But I was just doing things that were reckless, that just wasn't me. It's like you're taken over by something or someone. But yeah. I'm Jenny speaking. I'm not going to say that.
No. Obviously, I just feel like, it's a good question though. I think that the question itself though is proper good because obviously you asked like,
is Christianity boring?
Yeah, but after that you also said like, what is you said like, what is like sin, not what is sin, but what did you say? Like what
instant gratification?
Yeah, that was it. No, that was your answer, instant gratification. But you asked something.
No, I asked that. What is it to me to be in this world? Then?
So like, that one, for my answer to that is anything that's like deemed as hedonism. That was the one.
Well, what's hedonism?
Hedonism is you know the definition as well, isn't it?
I feel like hedonism comes from like a culture that is kind of paganism. That makes sense.
Basically, hedonism is anything which goes against. It's just sinful, basically.
Okay. Okay.
Sinful.
So anything that goes against what is morally or acceptable.
No, not necessarily morally, because morals depend on where you are in the world.
Okay, fine.
There's some things that are globally morally wrong, but morals depend on where you are in the world.
Okay.
Let's just say sin.
Sin. Okay, we keep it as sin. Yeah, so I don't know. Some people actually think that Christianity is boring. But then again, I could easily say, well, I think your life is boring then. If someone says that to me as a Christian. And what is so boring about Christianity? I found like good friends. Like since we've known each other, we've developed good friendships. We have a lot of laughs. We go out together. We enjoy ourselves. We meet every Sunday. We come together every Thursday. So like little things like that, you know. So I don't know, is Christianity boring?
And I feel like it's always hard to please human beings as well. I love boxing, But you two may say that me going to a boxing match, you two will find that boring.
Mm-hmm.
You may like doing X. Us two can say, oh, doing X is boring. We don't find no excitement in that. So I do feel to an extent as well, it's hard to please humans. However, because like, yeah, I'll leave it there.
But I want to ask a question, because I feel like sometimes there could be a reason why people are saying Christianity is boring. Maybe they don't see the power that is exhibited as a Christian as we should. They don't see kind of the Holy Spirit being present, you know. And I know this is not in all settings, but in some settings, I would say that it could be viewed as that. They may not see the kind of excitement or the zeal that comes with being a Christian, because for us, we've experienced the power of the Holy Spirit. We know what transformation is like. We know what being filled with the Holy Spirit and being in His presence is like. So once you've tasted it, I feel like you can never really go back.
It's like, you know, when you taste a good apple,
and
you just enjoy it, and you just want another one.
You're addicted.
An apple, man.
It's only because I bought that. I had 2 apples today. I had one in my glass, and then I went back to get another one. I was like, Miss, you're eating the second apple. I said, yeah, these big ladies are so nice. I just want more. And that's how, you know, how you can compare Christianity, not an apple, but, you know, something like that. All right, you know what? Have you ever found church a bit dull? Or, and if you have, why? Like, has it ever been dull? Like, have you ever been to a service and you just thought, it was a bit boring today?
Yeah, no, definitely. I've been to certain services.
I hope not to us. No, I didn't.
They're not us. I've definitely been to some, and it's like, right, I feel mad tired. I'm nodding off almost.
Is that because of the sermon or the church setting, or because it's just?
I think it's an accumulation of multiple different things, and it's an accumulation. But there's been certain times where like I'm tired, I'm just nodding off type thing. There's times where like I'm literally just tired, not even because like I've had an early night. I've still woke up very early the next morning, or like on time basically the next morning. But my body's just fatigued. It's literally just tired, and I'm actually just tired. Like some people also forget about things like that. Like sometimes, like naturally, we're just humans as well. Sometimes we could actually just be tired. And to be in church as well, like you have to be attentive to a certain degree as well in order to like absorb the word. And it's like, I feel like
you see those people when they come to church and they start sleeping. I'm just like, what are you doing, bro? You're doing it to make me. No, but it's true though. I get it. But you know what? What makes you though get up every Sunday and want to come to church? Because you know what? I'm now a football mum, and every week in, week out, I don't often get to see like my son play football. But on the odd occasion, I might be able to see him. And I just see so many parents outside watching football. And I'm like, what is it? Something that draws them week in, week out. They're there, they're supporting their child, they want to watch their child. But some people, we go to church every Sunday. So what is it that puts all of that aside and makes us want to go to church? Because nobody's forcing us to go to church. This is a willingness to want to go to church. But why? What makes you get up in the morning and go to church?
I think that for me personally, since I've had that kind of spiritual, I'll call it like awakening, and since I've been filled with the Holy Spirit, there's been nothing else like it. Because I feel like, especially as human beings, we have this kind of nature in us that always seeks to know what is greater.
Yeah, but how do you explain that, yeah? Not to cut you.
So let's say someone wants to become a boxer, a professional boxer, yeah. And the way to be a professional boxer, anyone will tell you were talking about slow and steady wins the race. Anyone will tell you, if you want to be a professional boxer, you just have to put the hours in. There's no ifs, there's no buts. Everyone starts off the exact same way, not knowing how to throw a very good jab, not knowing how to have their footwork, for example. But eventually, like, they work on it day in, day out. My point is, just to summarize, sorry, and I see the shadow boxer, I did keep that. I did keep that. Like, it didn't go on.
Boxing, you know.
See what I'm saying? So, but my point now I'm saying, is that like, you have to just put in the hours. You have to want to be there. You have to want to be there early. You have to want to be there after. There's going to be times where you're tired, but you still have to go. And I feel like that's like what it is with Christ. So you're saying like, how do you like find it more entertaining almost, or like how do you
what makes you keep going?
Yeah, like to keep going. So if the prize isn't to be a boxer, it's salvation, and in order to get salvation, you have to like, I'm not saying put in the hours because now it sounds like works, but what I'm saying is like you have to just want to be in the presence. You have to want to be in the boxing gym. I think I'm trying to articulate it that way.
Yeah.
I don't want it to sound like you have to do something in order to gain salvation. That's not the road I'm trying to go down. It's just so that you don't understand a bit more.
And I feel like just upon that point, and also upon the point that you made about football, I think once there is a passion for it, as you said, Mike, you have to really want it. You begin to understand the nature of what you're doing more. You begin to know the tactics behind it. So I feel like in Christianity, once you like have that passion and that kind of interest in it, you begin to ask more questions. You begin to get interested in certain discussions and topics that stir your mind and, challenge your thoughts. And that will cause you to keep going. And even like in music, when you hear a particular genre or a particular song that you like, you play it on repeat. You know what I mean?
But there's times when I'll go to church and that I'm not feeling it. Do you get it? And
explain what you mean. I don't get it. Explain what you mean.
No, I get it, because there could be times in church.
No, let her explain it. Because she's asking us the question. You explain it.
like, when the worship just does it.
I knew it was going there.
It just does it click, like, and you're just like, and then you just sat down and you listen to service. Like, I feel like my whole mood just changes. So I feel like sometimes the scene has to be set differently and it has to be like that all the time for you to actually feel it. See, if I'm inviting somebody to church and somebody that's not a born again Christian or has never been to church before, you see, everything's almost got to be seamless. It's got to be perfect from start to finish. Because that's what's going to draw somebody in. I know the Holy Spirit is there to work, but you see little things people look at. Let me give you an example. On last week Sunday, we changed it up slightly a little bit in service, and we did. We had a little at the front entrance of the door. We had a little stand, and that's where like our little register was to mark attendance or whatever. And then also, as people came in, we took their jackets and we hanged it up on the rail. And then a couple of people said to me, "Wow, this is different. This is getting better." And I think it's just little things that we do. Number one, to bring that welcoming atmosphere. Number two is setting ourselves a bit different. Like, you're not just coming to a normal service. Like, if I compare other services that I've been to, for example, I think that there comes a point where I can see why some people might get bored of church. But also, you need to be able to want to be there. There has to be that direct want. Like, I wake up in the morning on a Sunday and I get up early knowing that, do you know what? I don't want to be, I need to be there at 9:30. I need to be there. But it's not because I'm like, I have to be there. But it's because I want to be there early. And if I'm late to church, I don't feel right. I don't feel right inside of me. It doesn't sit well. It doesn't align well with me. Like, imagine walking into, like, our service starts at 10:30. Imagine you rolling in at 11 o'clock. No pun intended to the camera guy. But if you like come in at 11, you've missed the opening prayer, you've missed the worship, you've missed the break. How do you connect now? It's quite difficult, no?
It is.
Yeah.
Have you been late before, Michael? No.
To church?
Yeah, you've been.
Yeah, so since I was born till now, I've definitely been late to church. I've definitely been late. Have you been late since you were born till now?
Everyone has.
Yeah, and I'm there, though. I'm in that bucket. I'm in that bucket. If that's what you want.
Yeah, I think we're all in that bucket sometimes,
She's got it again. She's like that.
That is why church is not boring.
Oh, oh my dear.
This guy can't
Okay,
take
okay.
All right, so what do you do socially? Like, what do you do for fun? Like, what do you lot do for fun? Me, my fun is going to bed at 10 o'clock at night. I'm tired and need to sleep.
No, me too. I'm sorry.
You know what it is?
I know.
I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired still.
I'm actually quite an avid reader now. I feel like I've taken up reading as a hobby and I'm really enjoying it because you get to see so many different stories. Like before I was someone who was like, I loved watching things, watching TV.
Why is she laughing? Why is she laughing? She's gonna draw someone how I can watch.
Oh gosh, I was just thinking about what we said previously. It's just made my belly go something. I don't know. Yeah, go on. Sorry, you're saying reading.
So
My man likes reading as a hobby.
and somebody could say,
But what
reading-
types of books do you read though?
Okay, so
Are they Christian based?
I like to read I used to read a little bit of fictional books, but now it's mostly like non-fiction, like articles, self-help books, Christian motivation books.
I get a bit bored of reading sometimes.
And I hear it. Exactly. People will get bored. But I feel like you get to a point that you build at that capacity that you can do things for longer that you do like. And that is something that I found which translates. Any new hobby you find at the start, it might be hard getting into, whether it's ice skating, whether it's boxing, whether it's basketball, whether it's reading. But after a while, when you begin to get to know the subject that you are interested in, you build that capacity and that discipline to do it for much longer than you actually would normally do.
So do you like read every day?
So I started off like reading 10, 15 minutes a day. And then I ended up, I would go to the library, read for an hour. But now I can read, for example.
I haven't seen a library since uni, boy.
But yeah, now I can spend literally the whole day. I'll just be reading. Yeah, and I really enjoy it.
You know, sometimes, when I'm studying the word, I don't know if it's happened to you lot, and you're reading, and you're just like, oh, you know what, let me just go and sit on my bed. And does that happen to you lot?
I mean,
It's never happened to me.
Huh?
But I know that.
Can you cut that?
for example,
I'm joking.
Like, no, but it is. I know, like, for example, some people, like, they're on their phone and then they'll fall asleep on their phone as well. Like,
I've done that.
Yeah, like, I've never done that.
Really?
Yeah, so I feel like that's why.
Like sometimes when I'm really rooted in something and I'm in the word, and I'm like, yeah, let me go and continue this upstairs. I'm setting myself up because I'm in my bed now. I just want to knock out. So that one's a bit, But fun-wise, what do I do for fun? I don't know. I like going out for dinner, like a nice meal. I do like a bit of bowling here and there.
are you good at bowling?
Yeah, I'll definitely beat you.
Hey,
Like a bit of snooker, snooker, pool snooker.
Are you good at pool or snooker?
I mean, we'll have to maybe.
Would you beat me at that too?
Probably.
All right. Okay.
No, actually, I don't know. Let me just not talk a good game. Let me just show you. But yeah, that's kind of my fun things. I do a lot of stuff with my kids. What do you do for fun then?
For fun.
As a Christian,
What do I do for fun?
you go clubbing?
Nah, no problem.
Why?
I'll do like, you said why?
Yeah.
Not really my cup of tea, Not really my
Is it because you're a Christian that you don't go clubbing or?
Yeah, because the environment, Christian, what I want to like be around as well.
Is it the music that
That's
you
not
don't
the
like?
biggest thing. Like, not only just the music, it's also like the type of behavior and the atmosphere and stuff like that. That I wouldn't necessarily like want myself to be in. Now I can't speak on someone else, but I wouldn't want myself to be in.
No, I agree with that. I mean, I used to go clubbing before I was born again. But No, I don't really have the appetite for it. I think the more closer you draw to God, the more different you become. Like you're transformed, isn't it? Let me ask you this question. What do you think of concerts and drinking as a Christian? So if you go out, let's say, and you might want a cocktail or a mocktail, like, what do you think of that? Would you judge me if I had a cocktail?
Nah, no chance. But I know there's a certain like judging culture though, for sure, especially like in certain groups and certain cultures and certain churches. There is a judging culture, but I wouldn't personally judge someone if they've had one cocktail. See, I'm limited mocktails because there's no alcohol.
And
A cocktail, they've had one. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't judge anyone. To be fair, even if they're at home, they're having a meal with their family, they top up one wine glass again. Like, who am I to judge someone on something like that? I think sometimes as well, this is where like Bible and culture, I hate to say they clash, but it's like people try and use culture here instead of like what's actually biblical.
And I think is also on top of that, what some would see as being, let's say, not right for them is not the same as someone else. So, for example, if someone feels like, oh, if I drink this and this, I'm going to get drunk. So I'm not going to even touch it. That's for them. But someone else could have the self-control to say, okay, I'm going to take this and it's not going to affect me.
But the question was though, would you judge someone for having a cocktail? It wasn't.
So I'll be honest with you. If this was someone that, let's say I knew.
Let's say you 4 years ago and you now.
So me 4 years ago, certain people I would.
Really?
I'll be honest with you. Certain people that I would see drinking, I would say, because of the relationship that I have with them and I know who they are, I would question them.
You do Guinness.
And even now, there are certain people that.
Do you drink Guinness?
No, I don't drink.
Okay.
So even now, there are certain people that I would like really question. For example, my girlfriend. If she touches alcohol, I'll be like, what are you doing? Yeah. Because she's made that kind of decision that she's not going to take anything at all. Okay. So I feel like I would have to know the person before I would make that conscious decision. But if I didn't know them, I have no place to judge them.
No, bro, we're not skipping past that question. I'm saying, let's say, for example, just a close friend of yours. Just a close
friend of mine.
They just grab a drink, or someone in the congregation that also attends the same church as you. But you see them out, you're walking past them and you see a cocktail there.
You know what? Indirectly, you judge. I'm not going to say I'm not going to judge because the thought would count. Like, this guy is drinking, you know what I'm saying? I just look at them and then I just look away. You know, but I feel like you have to like just filter those thoughts out because there's probably a reason why, you know, for them to take.
Maybe they're just like socially.
That's it.
You can be a socially something drinker. I don't know.
100%. 100%. Would you guys have alcohol at your wedding? Did you have alcohol at your wedding? Would you have? And would you?
No, I wouldn't.
Do you know? To be fair, I didn't really have a big wedding. Like we did a reception in a restaurant. There was alcohol there if people wanted it. But I mean, it's not something that I purchased. I didn't think I needed to. I don't think it was.
Did you drink at all on your wedding day?
No.
Would you? You don't drink at all?
No.
Then I slur it up on the table. Slur.
Oh, slur is non-alcoholic. Yeah, of course.
And some mocktails.
Yeah, definitely.
Strawberry daiquiri for me, mocktail. There's no alcohol in it.
100%.
So my thing is you see, I think people have the wrong perception of Christianity. And I think that they think, Christianity is so boring. But I think actually it's not boring. And my thought would be maybe people are just looking in the wrong places. Because you can make some seriously good friends in a church. Like lifelong friends. Like I call you like my brothers. Do you know what I mean? Like we have a little bit of a laugh together. We don't take things too far. Sometimes. But yeah, I think it depends on the relationship and how you've built. I think relationships is crucial to building a good Christian walk. So is Christianity boring? No, I just think you're doing what you're called to do, being a good person. But is being good just enough? No, I would say it's not. A lot of people tend to think that just being a good person is enough. But yeah, I think, and also people just look at you and see the type of person you are, and you always stand out wherever you are. So yeah, I don't think Christianity is boring. It depends on how you interpret it.
Yeah, and I feel like it also depends on how you portray it. Someone can portray Christianity as being the most exciting thing, and that is what's real to them. Someone who's not proud to be a Christian would, to a degree, accept that, okay, at times they do feel like it gets boring because that's not what they've experienced. So I think it also depends on your own personal experience of what you feel like Christianity is.
I mean, there's even more things that you do like underground concert things of Christianity where people just come and sing loads of different Christian songs. You know, that showcase that's quite engaging over a meal. Do you know what I mean? Things like that. So there's so much things that you can do, but it's just, are you going to the right places? Are you searching for the right things to do? So yeah, I think that's a wrap, guys. What do you think? Anything else to add?
Nothing else from me to add.
No. All right, so guys, listen, stay tuned because we'll definitely be back with another episode. It's going to be fun. Loads of questions. If you've got any questions, put it in the comments. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Take care.